Hi, Capricorn. It's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch. How are we doing today? Capricorn, I am here to do your monthly Midheaven 10th house career and professional guidance reading. Capricorn, we are here to look at the energetic period of April 15th through May 15th. This energies may also apply to your sun, moon, rising, descendant, Capricorn. So if it fits, take it. But if it don't, leave it for the owner. Okay? All right. All righty. So we're going to be using the Getting into the Vortex with Esther and Jerry X. Then we're going to come through and clarify with some tarot. And then we're going to have close out with some guidance from the 4 agreements. All right. First card we have is number 20. Flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. Yes, don't put nothing or nothing there. All right. If you were to hear a false premise again and again until you yourself began to believe and repeat it, now your own activation of the contradictory vibration would interfere with your sense of intelligence. And you would begin to attract evidence of your belief, in effect, proving the false premise to be true. And so it becomes increasingly hard for you to recall this is a false premise when the evidence seems to be telling you that it is true. For over time, you can come to believe it is true. First and foremost, Capricorn, you are a grounded sign, so ground yourself, right? Right here, it's saying that you are now looking at a false premise. And because you're looking at it so hard, scrutinize it, it's like you want it to be true. You're going to find evidence of it to be so. Leave it for the owner. Don't put nothing or nothing there. That's it. Right? And I feel like once you recognize that, once that a thought pattern that falls in alignment with that pops up, you're like, absolutely not. Right? The next one we have is 5510. Everything is always working out for me. That's a 1, right? This is 2, 1. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The things that you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. Yes, right? So what I'm getting here is that any thought pattern that you know is false, it's a false narrative that like because something was done to you, right? Because an injustice was done to you. Now every time somebody does something, you're gonna look at them with the bombastic side eye and you're gonna be like, okay, there that one go. And it's like you're gonna put truth to something that's not true. But you know that everything is always working out for you. So if something doesn't work out, something doesn't pan out how you want it to pan out, it's because it wasn't supposed to. And you know this. So keep standing in that vibration of everything is working out for me. Number 29, so that's 11, that's 2, but 11 is a master number. It says, or diversity supports or individual freedoms, right? While your societies continue to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority, because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls off its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independence of thought. Right? Keep being different, Capricorn, in how you think, right? You do not have to be of hive mind, is what I'm getting. So if something you feel like something is going on with hive mind people, understand that whatever they do is only going to benefit you, because you as an independent thinker, you do for yourself, you know what you want, and if it's not in alignment with them, it's not in alignment with them. And one thing I love here is like it's highlighting this connection to the throat chakra and the mind chakra, right? It's like you're seeing all this crazy stuff and you're thinking before you speak, right? You're thinking before you speak because you are aware. You're able to look at everything that is happening and say, all right, well, I mean, that's what it looks like, but until you give me proof that that's what it is, all I know is that's what it looks like. Right? You're not taking any of this energy on. And this may be what's one throwing people off around you, but it's also only serving to suit your purpose more by allowing you to move forward without paying attention to the rat race behind. So 28 is 10, just breaking down to 1, which we have 21, 21 is a pattern here. 2, 1, 2, 1, right? There are many right ways for us to behave. There are many right ways for us to behave. Right. It is possible to live upon this planet with large numbers of other beings who believe and have in a variety of ways in peace. When you're able to focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with source, even though others are choosing to behave differently than you are choosing, then you will truly be free from the bondage of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree on one right way. One right way would lead to endless, many right ways allow eternal expansion. You know what it is? It's you, Capricorn. What I'm seeing is you're around people who think it got to be this way, right? In order for it to be right, in order for something to move forward. But for you, you understand, no, there are many ways for us to live and exist, and I'm embracing all of it. I love learning about all of it, but I have my own unique way, my own unique connection to source, my own unique understanding of my own energetic vibration. So you are okay with being different, and you're okay with respecting and seeing that people think you're different, but then you're also okay with saying, but I'm going to be different. I'm not going to change me, Capricorn. I'm going to do things how I think they should be done, and you do things how you think they should be done. Let's see this angel number. Because it's like 2, 1, 2, 1. 21, 21. So it says, a powerful message of balance, harmony, and new beginnings, encouraging you to maintain optimism and focus on your spiritual growth. It signifies that your angels are guiding you towards manifesting your desires, urging you to seek equilibrium in love, finances, and personal development. Yeah, like Capricorn, what I'm seeing here is you are at a space now where you're like, oh, I get it. Okay, all right, I understand. You think I'm weird. You think I do too much. No, it's fine. I do what I do. So if you think what I do is too much, then you're right. That's okay. No, I'm not gonna change. Does it interfere with work? Nope. Does it interfere with your life in any way? No. In fact, it's a benefit to you at times. But I understand I am a different kettle of fish. I get it. And when you are okay with understanding that, you're okay with knowing that rejection is protection. So anything that didn't work out for you wasn't meant to be, because only the things that are working out for you are being brought to you. All right, let's clarify. Flawed premise can lead to true unwanted evidence. Is it looks like is people fighting over here from what I just saw. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles coming out. Mm. All right, you got some decision makers over here. So you have a King of Pentacles. There was some decisions being made at high level, right? The High Priestess, decisions you know nothing about, right? There had to be legal reasonings. There's some legal things happening in the background that you don't know anything about, Capricorn. The King of Pentacles and King of Swords sitting separated, I should say, by the High Priestess tells me that there is legal financial matters happening around you that you're not aware of. And if it is this, I'm not aware of this, that may cause you to start putting one and one together and coming up with 14. Right? What is happening is impacting a wish fulfillment of yours, Capricorn. So it's impacting a desire. And I think sometimes when things impact our desires, we tend to look at it like, oh, you're doing this because of this, right? And sometimes it's not the case. So for Capricorn, I want you to step back, take a broader look at this situation, because there's far greater things being hidden by the King and King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, right? Under this priestess energy that will have impact on your wish fulfillment, right? The Hanged person is asking that, listen, see this from a different perspective. Whatever you thought this was, it's not, right? See it from a different perspective. Whatever you thought it was, it's not. Whoever you think was doing the thing, it wasn't them, right? Our spirit. Ooh, one time. Let's clarify, everything is always working out for me. We have the Eight of Wands. So whatever decision over here was done, Capricorn, that impacted your wish fulfillment, and I forced you to start looking at things from another perspective now. You're moving into the understanding of, no, this is meant to be. This was meant to happen because it's only bringing me closer to that which I seek, because everything is always working out for me. The Eight of Wands tells me that this change that is triggered is fast, right? Two of Swords is telling me that a decision was made. You see how that sword looks like it's being swung upwards. That means that she has made a decision, right? And you're making that decision, right, with your blindfolds on. So that's telling me further this is something you thought about for a very long time, and then you decide to put action. The Page of Swords tells me that you have a glimmer of, okay, yes, something's gonna work out for me. There's an offer here. Pages are coming in to give you an offer. The Page of Swords is coming in to give you an offer. Eight of Swords is you deciding to a sword. Sorry, Eight of Cups is you deciding to a swords to take that opportunity, take that offer. So if you've been rejected from a position recently, Capricorn, just know rejection is protection, and it was done purposefully to get you aligned to this path. All right, so our diversity supports our individual freedoms. Yes, we have the 10 of Wands. I feel like with this 10 of Wands, it's a burdensome time coming to an end. Not feeling that you have to be the one to do everything, right? I'm getting that right here. Releasing the burdens of people's opinions of you, opinions of situation, right? And realizing that I don't have to carry people's diversity. So what do I mean by that? You don't have to carry people's diversity. However you choose to show that you're a diverse being, meaning you choose to show people that I'm welcoming to different, I'm welcoming to new, I'm welcoming to who you need to be, right? When you release the need to feel like you got to police that, I guess is a better word or better phrase for me to say. Um, the relief that comes from dropping those 10 wands is amazing. Nine of Pentacles. It's like you're gaining a new skin, Capricorn. Whatever you walked away from, and you're leaving that 10 of Wands, right? It's that bridge right there. You're leaving that burdensome situation behind, because that Nine of Pentacles is some independent wealth. It's telling me that, yeah, you making money on your own, honey. You're gonna be comfortable. We have the Chariot. I'm telling you, this is coming. This movement is coming, right? So 8 months, 8 weeks, but 8 is significant. It is coming because we have the Chariot, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups. 8 is important. And then we have the Empress. So this is telling me that you're being moved to a position of power. This is a position, a managerial position, a director position. Sorry, my voice is starting to get husky. It means it's almost time to stop. But as a director, Jesus deliver me, a directorial position, right? Executive management. The Empress is executive management, right? The Empress is not middle management. The Empress is C-suite management. The Empress is board management. So there's an opportunity here for you, Capricorn, to bounce back from something that someone did to you as like a slight, right? But you thought it was a slight. But what Spirit is saying to you is refocus the gaze. Refocus the gaze. Rejection is protection. So if these people are over here doing these things and you're like, I have no idea why. Like, this is clueless to me. This is bonkers to me. Spirit is like, let it be bonkers to you, because this is not your world. That's not your energetic vibration. That's not where you're meant to stay. Right? Let's clarify, there are many right ways for us to behave. All right, Capricorn, I do love this for you. You're finding your way directly into what it is that you're seeking. All right. All right. The first card we have is, there are many right ways for us to behave, right? Temperance is coming out. And temperance talks about patience and alchemy. Alchemize yourself, re-energize yourself, right? Be patient with the process. Be patient with the process, right? We need to flow through the emotions as they come. We need to flow through the workload as it comes, flow through whatever disagreements and agreements that are have, like, you alchemize the energy. Have patience and alchemize the energy is what Spirit is saying here. You have the Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity. We saw that. Now you know this is a physical, tangible new opportunity. This could be a new job. This could be a new opportunity. This could be a new relationship, right? Because this Empress is pregnant. And the Ace is my card, right? You have you have the Nine of Swords. Like, you're in your head about taking this opportunity. I have the very distinct energy that, like, you're like, I've been here before. I've been here before. I've been here before. Right? I've been here before. So whatever this is, it may be something that you're returning back to, or this is a new this is something new, but with the same energies of what you've done before. And by the way this Nine of Swords is looking, it's like, yeah, you don't want to go back to that space. But Spirit is saying, hey, move forward. Page of Wands. Right? You're not gonna be looking at this like, oh my God, it's the same energy. I'm gonna behave the same way. I'm gonna do the same things. No. What this card is saying is, you know what, there's no right ways, and there's so many different right ways to do something. So I remember I did this in the past. I'm gonna do the other thing. All right, I took this approach. I'm gonna do this. I learned this from this event happening. So you are going to face that fear, because you're gonna move forward. Page of Wands is telling me you're gonna move forward. So you're gonna accept this opportunity, whatever it is, right? You're gonna have your minute of freak out fear, but okay, right? Queen of Pentacles. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, whatever this is, you're moving into wealth and prosperity, right? You're moving into more money. You're moving into comfort, stability. You're moving into managerial positions, right? You're on you're on boards and shit, right? Your chairs for auxiliary groups and events that are networking opportunities, right? So like Capricorn, you got this. We don't ever let what people say, do, impact us to the ability where we can't do our jobs, or we can't show up for ourselves the way we need to show up. All right, Clara, let's final messages, final messages. No, bombastic. Keep that one. It says don't make assumptions. Exactly. And it started with don't make assumptions. It says communicate with clarity. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with the impeccability of the word, all of our relationships would change. There would be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings. There will be no misunderstandings. So Spirit is saying, be clear. Have honest conversations with people, right? Find out the truth for yourself. Don't listen to other people. Don't gossip. Don't spread gossip, right? Next one we have is be impeccable with your word. Let go of self-judgment and blame, right? Being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything, right? You're taking responsibility and accountability, right? For what has happened in the past and your role in it. And you're still understanding that, but everything is still happening for me. And everything that happens and have an impact in my today, because today's day, can't impact my past, which was yesterday's day, and can only move me forward in the right directions that I want to go to, because tomorrow is tomorrow's day. All right. Last card is don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Right? Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everybody has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Listen, be clear and be impeccable with your word going forward. Ask for what you want, and it will come. Be open, be honest with yourself, be open and honest with people around you. Opportunities are going to be presented to you. Ask questions, have open conversation, right? If you need to wrap things up from the past, have those difficult conversations with people. but you are standing firmly, and everything has happened for a reason and for a purpose, and it will only be here for my greatest and highest good. Capricorn, if this resonates, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if this resonates. Please boost or hype the channel, I think is what it's called. Hype the channel so I can get out there and more people can start receiving my messages. Capricorn, I'll see you in the next one. Asheo.